In August 2025, the TGA confirmed a recall of ultraviolet lean screen after inconsistent SPF results, meaning that glossy SPF 50 plus skin screen label you trusted could have been a vibe, not a shield. If you enjoy paying premium money to be slow cooked, keep scrolling. Otherwise, you're getting 7 avoids, 5 cleaner options, and the simple Spot It guide that stops you getting played, starting right now. Number 7, Endota Mineral Protect SPF 50 Sunscreen. Endota. You'll see this in the wellness universe where everything is calm fonts, beige vibes, and the quiet promise that it's somehow gentler and more clean than the supermarket stuff. And look, maybe it feels nice. Maybe it smells like you have your life together. The problem is you do not buy sunscreen for vibes. You buy it for one job: consistent protection. This one landed on the TGA's list of sunscreens, caught up in the lean screen base formulation issue, with goods cancelled from the register and a recall required. That's not a petty internet argument. That's the regulator saying, stop, pull it back, sort it out. What that means for you is simple. If this is your daily I'm being responsible step, you could be building your whole summer around protection that might not match the label, and the sun does not care about your self-care routine. Put it back, get your refund if you can, and move on like a grown-up. Next one gets even more awkward. Number 6, Ethical Zinc Daily Wear Light Sunscreen, SPF 50 Plus, and Daily Wear Tinted Facial Sunscreen, Ethical Zinc Pétailladeté. This is the one people recommend with full moral confidence. Zinc Mineral. Clean. The kind of product that makes you feel superior while you're applying it, like you're doing skincare and saving the planet at the same time. Here's the issue. These products were among those the TGA listed in the same cluster of market actions tied to the lean screen base formulation concerns, with cancellations from the register and recalls required. So the clean label does not protect you from messy reality. And no, this is not me saying mineral is bad. This is me saying a sunscreen can be mineral and still have the one thing you need from it: reliable SPF, questioned hard enough that it ends up on an official recall list. For you, that looks like false confidence, the worst kind. You go longer between reapplications, you stay out later, you think you're covered because you look like a ghost. Then you get home and realise you've been outsmarted by the sun. Do not let zinc hypnotise you. And now we get to the one that tries to look after kids. Number 5, Organic Light Sunscreen, SPF 50 Plus, 70-degree baby and kids sunscreen, Australian cosmeceutical group, Pétailladeté. Baby and kids sunscreen is supposed to be the no jokes category. Parents buy it with the same energy as a car seat. You trust the gentle branding because you want the safe choice without doing a chemistry degree at 7 a.m. But this product was listed by the TGA in the same wave of actions around the lean screen base formulation issue, with cancellation from the register and a recall required. That matters because kids get less margin for error. They squirm, they rub their faces, they wipe it off on your shirt, and they stay in the water for 3 business hours. So if you're relying on a label that might not match real performance, you're stacking risk on top of chaos. The consequence is not mysterious. It's patchy coverage, missed spots, and sun exposure you only notice when it's too late, and bedtime becomes a war crime. If it's on a recall list, it's out. No negotiations. And speaking of professional sunscreens, let's talk about the clinic shelf specials. Number 4, Aspect Sun SPF 50 Plus, Physical Sun Protection, and SPF 50 Plus, Tinted Physical Sun Protection, Advanced Skin Technology. This is the Dermal Clinic approved glow up. The clean tube, the fancy consultation, the vibe that it's more scientific, because you didn't grab it next to the checkout gum. People trust it because it's sold like a professional tool, not a beach accessory. But both products were cancelled from the register effective 25 September 2025. And they sit inside the broader TGA investigation into sunscreens using the same base formulation issue that sparked recalls and pauses across multiple brands. For you, the danger is the exact kind of confidence this product sells. You buy it for your face, you wear it daily, you treat it like a foundation step. Then you find out the regulator got involved. That's not haters online, that's a formal record. If your sunscreen needs a legal footnote, it's not sunscreen, it's a gamble in a tube. Alright, next we hit the format that turns sunscreen into air freshener. Number 3, Banana Boat Aerosol Sunscreen Sprays, Edgewell Personal Care. Spray sunscreen is the lazy person's favourite invention. It feels like cheating, and honestly, it kind of is. You missed, you wave your arms like you're seasoning a steak, and you tell yourself you nailed sun safety. 2 problems. First, sprays are famous for uneven coverage because you're applying a cloud, not a measured layer. Second, some Banana Boat aerosol sunscreen sprays were recalled in Australia in 2021 due to the presence of benzene above acceptable limits. Benzene is not a clean beauty drama ingredient. It's a contaminant you do not want hanging around in something you're spraying near your face and body. What this means for you is simple. Spray format already tempts you into under-applying, and then you add the risk of contamination history in the category. You end up with a double fail. Not enough protection and a bonus ingredient nobody asked for. If you want fast, use a lotion and stop pretending you're graffiti tagging your shoulders. Now pause for 2 seconds. Comment the number you're on right now, and if you've ever been personally betrayed by a SPF 50 plus that behaved like SPF vibes, hit subscribe. Alright, back to it. Number 2, Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen Spray, SPF 50 plus, Johnson & Johnson Pacific at the time. This one hurts because Neutrogena is the classic pharmacy safe brand. It feels medical, it feels boring, and boring is what you want in sun protection. But in 2021, the TGA published a recall notice for Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen, Spray SPF 50 plus, due to the presence of benzene above acceptable limits. Again, this is specifically about the aerosol spray product. The trap is that people see Neutrogena and stop thinking. They assume every product under that logo is equally trustworthy. No, the format matters, the batch matters, the recall history matters. For you, the risk is you use a mist on the go, you reapply badly because wind exists, you inhale a bit because humans breathe, and you convince yourself you're protected because the label is familiar. That's how you lose a day at the beach and still go home cooked. Do not confuse brand comfort with product reality, which brings us to the grand finale, the one that made all of this explode. Number 1, Ultraviolet Lean Screen SPF 50 plus, mattifying zinc skin screen, Grace and Fire P-Tide littered. This is the cult favourite, the Instagram darling, the I wear sunscreen everyday badge product. People trust it because it's marketed like skincare first and sun protection second, and that's exactly why it's so dangerous when the protection piece gets shaky. Choice tested it and reported an SPF of 4 for the batch they tested, then retested another batch at a different lab and reported an SPF of 5. The TGA's follow-up on the broader issue is even uglier. Lean Screen's base formulation was linked to other sunscreens. Preliminary testing indicated the base formulation is unlikely to have an SPF greater than 21, and the TGA described concerns with reliability from at least one testing lab used in the chain. For you, this is the nightmare scenario. You're wearing it on your face, often as your only daily protection, believing the 50 plus means you can be relaxed. And if the SPF is inconsistent, you're basically rolling dice with UVA and UVB every time you step outside. The hard truth is this: luxury sunscreen that cannot reliably sunscreen is just expensive moisturiser with a costume. Put the cult down. Now let's rebuild your trust without turning you into a paranoid weirdo. You're not doomed, and you don't need to live in the shade like a vampire with a Costco membership. You just need products that behave predictably and a few label rules that don't care about marketing. Here are 5 cleaner options, and by clean, I mean simpler, clearer, and less likely to play games with you. 1. Cancer Council Kids Sunscreen. SPF 50+, Cancer Council. Choice reported this one matched its SPF claim with a reported SPF of 52 in their testing. Why it's safer is not magic. It's boring consistency, plus a formula aimed at real-world use. Look for SPF 50+, broad spectrum, and an ORST L number on the label, so you know it's regulated as a therapeutic sunscreen, not just a cosmetic brag. Practical buying tip: kids' formulas are usually less stingy around eyes, so even adults who hate watery eyes can steal the win. Grab a pump or bigger bottle for home, then keep a smaller tube in the car or bag, but do not store it baking on the dash. Heat turns even good sunscreen into sad soup. 2. La Roche-Posay Anthelios Wet Skin Sunscreen 50+, L'Oreal. Choice reported this one matched its SPF claim with a reported SPF of 72. Why it's safer is that it's built for a messy reality where people apply sunscreen after they get damp, not before they step outside like a sunscreen monk. Label check: SPF 50+, broad spectrum, water resistance if you're doing beach or sport, and that ORST L number. Buying tip: if you like this style, buy the larger bottle when it's on promo at a chemist. The price per use drops hard, and sunscreen only works when you use enough, not when you ration it like it's perfume. 3. Mecca Cosmetica to save body SPF 50+ hydrating sunscreen, Mecca. Choice reported this one matched its SPF claim with a reported SPF of 51. Why it's safer is that it's a straightforward body sunscreen that people actually apply because it feels decent. That matters more than your imaginary ingredient purity score. Look for the basics: SPF 50+, broad spectrum, and an ORST L number, so it's in the therapeutic framework. Buying tip: keep it where you get dressed, not in the bathroom drawer, not in the boot, right next to your keys. If it's visible, you use it. If it's hidden, you forget, and then you become the cautionary tale at the BBQ. 4. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Lotion. SPF 50. Neutrogena. Important distinction: this is the body lotion, not the aerosol mist. Choice reported the body lotion matched its SPF claim with a reported SPF of 56. Why it's safer is the format. Lotion forces you to actually spread product on skin, which is the part people magically skip with sprays. Label check: body lotion, SPF 50, broad spectrum, and an ORST L number. Buying tip: if you hate the feel, apply in 2 quick layers 5 minutes apart instead of 1 thick, greasy panic layer. You'll use more total, it feels less gross, and you stop pretending a light dusting counts as protection. 5. A simple mineral sunscreen lotion in a tube, zinc oxide and or titanium dioxide, from a therapeutic ORST L product. If you want clean, this is where you start. Fewer extras, no perfume circus, and a formula you can read without squinting. In Australia, therapeutic sunscreens are regulated under the ARTG system, while many cosmetic-style SPF products can be excluded from therapeutic goods requirements. Look for active ingredients, zinc oxide and/or titanium dioxide, SPF 50+, broad spectrum, and an OST L number. Skip vague sun protection language without the proper markings. Buying tip: choose a tinted mineral if white cast makes you quit. The best sunscreen is the one you actually apply like you mean it. Now here's how you stop getting fooled on the shelf, fast, without turning this into a lecture and without trusting any single influencer's holy grail list. First, understand what you are actually buying in Australia. If it's a therapeutic sunscreen, it usually has an OST L number and sits inside the TGA's framework. If it's a cosmetic style SPF, like a foundation or tinted moisturiser, it can fall into excluded categories and is not required to comply with standards that apply to therapeutic goods. Translation: your makeup SPF can help, but it's not your beach plan. It is not your tradie shift plan. It is not your I'm out all day plan. Second, stop worshipping SPF 50+ like it's a force field. Even in the testing world, SPF is an average, and to claim SPF 50+, the average SPF has to be at least 60. That's why inconsistent results are such a big deal. In the lean screen situation, the TGA talked about base formulation testing and broader concerns that dragged other products into recalls, cancellations, and pauses. So your rule is, if a product is on a current recall or market action list, you do not wait and see. You swap it. Third, label traps. Clean is not a regulated sunscreen standard. Reef Safe is mostly vibes and marketing language, not a guarantee of anything useful for your skin. Dermatologist tested can mean a lot of things, including we put it on a few people and nobody screamed. What you actually want is boring clarity, broad spectrum, water resistance time if you need it, and an AUST L number if you want the therapeutic category. If it's a spray, treat it like a convenience tool, not your primary protection. Fourth, ingredient traps, but keep it sane. If your skin is sensitive, fragrance and essential oils are common irritants. If your eyes sting, avoid slathering a scented formula right up to your lash line. For kids, pick a kids formula or a fragrance-free option, because the best sunscreen is the one you can actually keep on their skin for more than 12 seconds. And if you are buying mineral, know the trade. More white cast, but often less eye sting for some people. No hero worship. Just choose what you can use every day. Fifth, the 2-minute at home checks that catch obvious failures. 1. The separation check. Squeeze a little out. If watery liquid runs out first, or it looks like it's split, do not mix it back in and hope. Especially if you see separation in a product type that is known to have recall issues for separation, because separation can mean uneven protection. 2. The smell check. If it smells rancid or like old crayons, it might be degrading. Sunscreen is chemistry, not immortality. 3. The smear check. Spread a proper amount on your forearm. If it pills instantly, goes patchy, or refuses to form an even film, that's a compliance problem for real life, even if the lab number was great. 6th, the shopping rules that actually save you. Buy enough volume so you do not ration it. Keep 1 bottle at home where you get dressed, 1 in your bag, and 1 near the door. Replace it when it's expired, and do not leave it cooking in a car through a Melbourne heatwave. Reapply every 2 hours when outdoors and after swimming or sweating, because even the best SPF loses the fight when you rub it off on a towel. And if you're relying on spray, stop. Use lotion as your base, then spray only as a top-up when you're stuck, and rub it in like you respect yourself. So now you've got the full picture. The 7 sunscreens and formats that deserve side-eye or an outright refund request. The 5 cleaner picks that are more likely to behave. And the quick shelf method that stops you getting seduced by fonts and buzzwords. The real villain is not you forgetting once. It's an industry that sells certainty on a label, while testing, manufacturing, and oversight can still leave gaps big enough for the sun to walk through. If this saved you from one bad purchase, like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who thinks one morning application counts for an entire day. And comment what product category you want me to rip apart next week.